Here are a few examples, right? One here and another and another. And what they'd have you believe is that from here, if this breaks out, this is just going to continue up. And a measured move is you take the length of the flagpole and the length of the move is that. They call it the measured move. Now, price doesn't move on a line on a chart. It doesn't obey those rules, does it? And in fact, I went to Brave Browser's AI and I asked questions and the results were very, very interesting. Let me just show you those. I asked bull and bear flag theory and it gave me the breakdown here, which I can zoom in a little. And the flagpole represents a sudden high move and the flag is a consolidation of typically 38.2 to 50%. Common trading strategies, it gives you all of this, right? Reliability and risks, they reckon they work 60 to 70% of the time. That's the claim, right? I put here, am I right in thinking that some people teach the strength of the move after the flag is the length of the flagpole? Yes, the measured move. This is what I was talking about earlier, right? And if you were to read this, and if you were to type in something very similar, at the end it gives you this reality check. While the flagpole strength is a primary target, it's not guaranteed. Professional traders often use a maximum target while watching for other signals. Waffle, 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 waffle. Conservative targets. Some traders set 50% of the flagpole length or use the width of the flag channel itself. So basically, they're curve fitting to prove this strategy works, right? So now let's rewind them and do it again. But this time, turning on all of our little friends. Fair value gaps and order blocks. Oh, look at this. Right here, right now. You've got a bearish order block right above you, right where you're at now. So let's let this run again. The bearish order block made it fail. Next one. It's already tried to go above this bearish order block and failed. Let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, you're right inside bearish order blocks. Let's let this play out. Let's pause that. When you go to the 1 hour, it broke through this order block here and is now being rejected by a bearish breaker block. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. Finally, you could have almost guaranteed it was going to go back and try that again, right? If you're looking for an entry, you can now wait, right? You've missed it here. You know it's going to come back up and test it again. So you can wait for your entry. See this bullish order block down here? Bounced off it once, bounced off it twice. Liquidity zones are much more powerful than drawing lines on a chart and saying, well, this flag is this, which again is subjective. Where do you place your flag? How do you decide what's the length of that flag? It just doesn't make any sense, does it? Finally, INJ is in a downtrend. If you were to actually go to a higher time frame, you would see that we're in a downtrend. LTC in a downtrend. BCH in a downtrend. If you use liquidity-based trading techniques where the institutions are chasing the money, they're going to find that money. And the problem with retail traders is, because they're using all these other techniques trained by the gurus, they're getting stopped out. They become the liquidity. It's crazy. So the shift is, stop trading shapes and trade intent. Patterns are neutral without context, right? Liquidity matters more than geometry. And breakouts must align with institutional flow that I've just shown you. So, always check higher time frame structure. Identify nearby liquidity in order blocks, fair value gaps. If you do that, the payoff is that continuation patterns make sense when they happen. You get fewer false signals and less stop outs. Cleaner breakouts with real follow through. Confidence built on alignment, not hope. Okay. I will see you in the next PulseFlow Trading Academy. You can watch one of my other videos down here. And please, would you subscribe, like and share. And just to end, I'm offering a free tier within PulseFlow right now. There is a link to the video up here. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.